Do you know the story behind this meme or this one? Well, with the new Spy Family Season 2, I decided to look for all the iconic scenes that turned into the most viral memes in the community. Gotta start off with possibly the most iconic expression in the whole series. When Yoru trains Anya, she advises her to try laughing it off and smiling if the other person is just being a little bit mean, but not too mean. But can Anya pull it off? What was supposed to be a genuine smile turns out to be the smuggest, most puffed up grin in anime history. This is where the legendary moment came from. It's just Anya trying her best to smile. From here on out, the rest is history. We see this face everywhere. Angry lady pointing at cat meme, burning house, Spider-Man, even brainwashing Grisha Yeager. She's even in the walls. Let's go back to Spy Family's very first episode. Remember when Anya turns on the TV and tells Twilight she likes this show? Well, countless memes were created out of this one moment alone. In this scene, Anya is referring to Spy Wars, a spy-themed adventure cartoon, her absolute fave. As a meme template, you can very easily replace Spy Wars with whatever silly or stupid show that meets your agenda. Have Anya say that she likes the show, and you'll notice the popularity of that series exploding in real time. And how can we forget One Punch Anya? Yoru not only told Anya to just smile and wave, she also trained her. That's why when Scion Boy continues teasing and insulting her, she absolutely mauls him with a singular, unexpected, absolutely brazen punch. This reminds me of what Mike Tyson said. Social media made y'all way too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the face for it. Anyways, speaking of the punch itself, since it's such a classic moment, you bet fans capitalized on it. Because of the likeness to One Punch Man, this scene also inspired a ton of universe crossovers between the different animes. Plus, can she beat Goku? Yes, she can. Speaking of Damien, gotta love that blossoming love interest storyline between the two. And here's the moment that made us all do a double take, wondering if this is a shoujo anime. Glittery eyes, soft, blowing wind, elegant little lady. Wait, is this the Anya we know? We just love this Anya filter that's been put on whenever we are looking at her from Damien's perspective. We know Anya doesn't look at Scion Boy the same way, and so a series of memes have been born. There's been a lot of speculation online to the characters looking like the prequel or sequel to some anime series. Like this scene of Damien playing dodgeball in the intense showdown between the two classes. He's looking straight up like the child version of Ushijima from Haikyuu. What about Lloyd and Yoru looking like they're the married version of President and Kaguya? Anya being a chibi chica. And don't we all just love the interactions between Anya and Bond? Back when they first met, they went on their own little mission to save Lloyd. At the end of it all, Anya stood firm saying there's no other dogs she would want to adopt. I want this doggy. A million other things have been substituted in place of Bond. Here's some of my favorites. Yeah, that Junpei one's just dark. If you like this one, you're gonna love the next memes on the list. Let's not forget about when Lloyd transformed into Lloyd Man. After Anya got into Eden Academy, she was promised this epic extravaganza with a massive bill that almost left Wise homeless. That episode proudly inspired these memes. Also, Lloyd doesn't exactly have a range of emotions, except when it's Anya related. Then there is this scene in the latest season that has manga fans rejoicing. The iconic Anya pose is finally animated. In this episode, Anya tells Scruffy that she wants to tail her mama and papa on their date. Her opponent fight stance, first seen in the manga, has her being featured in numerous viral memes, crossing over different anime universes, like facing off with the strongest Gojo, becoming a part of the Stardust Crusaders in JoJo, and even leading the Tokyo Manji gang. Next, we have that scene where the greatest spy in the West, an assassin with a perfect record, and a psychic kid who can read other people's minds, just standing there with shocked expressions on their faces. Yeah, it's just the result of Anya's admission. With this scene, we have the perfect meme template, with fans inserting anyone and anything as the panel next to them, like the rumbling from Attack on Titan. Remember that scene where the terrorists were going to get rid of Anya? The terrorist tells his dangerous wild dog to go after Yoru after she appears, but she turns around with her teeth clenched and a glare more menacing than Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen. The moment he made eye contact with Yoru, he turned into a little puppy dog and bailed on his master. All in all, the screenshot of Yoru making that expression was simply too priceless for fans not to make memes out of it. And speaking of expressions, how about an elegant one? When it comes to sudden expressions in Spy Family, there is hardly an instance that tops the headmaster's cold, petrified face as Anya recites to the entire class that her father sometimes hits his patience. Remember the "when I'm in a competition with" meme? It's almost as if the manga artist had that meme in mind when he drew the headmaster's expression. It's basically the same picture. Alright, after the headmaster, we have Nightfall, the Ice Queen. Though as cold as her personality may appear to be, little does anyone know about her raging heartbeat as she continuously obsesses over Twilight and how much she loves him. Except, of course, Anya. That's why her reaction to Nightfall is absolute gold. She even does the good old rubbing the eyes meme. From her perspective, who is this woman who is willing to do whatever it takes to replace her mother, Yoru? Plus, she is also going to whip Anya into shape. What? After Anya is done reading her mind and she knows for a fact that she absolutely does not want Nightfall to be her mother, she starts coddling Yoru and praises her for being the one who cleans up her cocoa mess the most in the world. Seeing this, Nightfall thinks that of course she can coddle Anya too. She tells Anya that she'd bring some delicious imported cocoa for her. Anya lashes out like a cute little kitten. She just full throttle hisses at her and has been used as an emoji sticker pack ever since. And how about when Yoru was feeling a bit insecure, a little jealous because of Fiona? Lloyd obviously tries to return their relationship back to normal. However, when he concludes that Yoru may truly have feelings for him, he takes the initiative, grabs her hand and tells her that they should be married for real. Well, this is where Yoru's embarrassometer hits an all-time high and inspired this meme. The worst she can say is no. She straight up kicks him on the chin and sends him flying. Lloyd was able to land on his feet because he is him. But during the 2 to 3 seconds he was in the air, his life definitely flashed before his eyes. Here are some honorable mentions that I loved while researching this video. Night mode and day mode. Yoru back when we first get introduced to her as the Thorn Princess, when Anya refused to respond to anything but Starlight Anya. That scene of Yoru jiggling in the park, it makes for a surprisingly therapeutic clip, especially if you put it on loop. This heartwarming scene back in episode 1. And boy, am I glad they animated that episode with Bond and Lloyd going on a mission. I've been wanting to see this one come to life ever since the manga. What about this adorable moment between Lloyd and Yoru? When Yuri does a surprise visit to test the couple, they make this lopsided heart, which is really more like Anya's favorite peanuts. And the Spy Family's signature pose, because we do see this a lot. If you found this video interesting, check out the next video for 108 rarely known Jujutsu Kaisen facts that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Now, are there any other iconic and memeable Spy Family moments that I didn't cover today? Let me know in the comments below.